Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. We got a fun one, semi-finals time. In the midweek Master Furies, we got Kiljardy going up against Wham. Man, this is going to be a fun one. We kick off on Frisian. Abbasids seems to be the go-to pick for Wham right now, even though historically he's more of a Mongol guy. Other side, the historical true Mongol guy has gone for Order of the Dented. Yeah, shiny kind of clash here. One that we don't really see as frequently anymore. Abbasids has kind of fallen off of a cliff with the current Pro Scouts meta. OOTD is now rising, but before the current meta wasn't really being looked at that seriously. This matchup used to be Hunker multi-TC versus Mass Men at Arms Spam all in. I think you can still make that build work as Order the Dragon. Arguably, it's better now than it ever used to be because of the Pro Scouts play, plus the fishing on this map. In theory, you have so much food, you should just be able to spam non-stop. Curious if that's the way he wants to go. For Wham, we're more likely going to be looking at an Eco Wing beginning for the Abbasids. We've seen him do it once already on this map today. Typically, it's the way you want to try to go. The whole logic behind going for the Eco Wing is you just get the TC timing really aggressively. You kind of need it as well. And it means if you do get pinned in the corner, you can switch farms. Abba, I think, looks a lot better on these very defensively oriented maps, such as Frisian, where you can sit in your corner for a very long time. In fact, Abbasids is technically the most cost-efficient civ in the game for doing that strategy. Predictions. Ooh. I like that. Pretty tight here. Slight favorability towards Kiljardy, but no one just being seen as the overall favorite, at least in this game. I think in this matchup, probably people are going to be going with Wham over Kiljardy. At least in more recent times, we've seen better performances. Arguably, the Wham, actually Puppet as well, that we saw in EGC wasn't really the Wham and Puppet we expected at the start of the year. But historically, between these two, Wham has 5 series wins versus 1. So KPMM All-Stars 2-0 for Wham. KPMM 2-0 for Wham. Slapfest, you guys remember that tournament? That was a 2-1 victory for Kiljardy. It's the only time that he was able to beat Wham. Everything else has been 2-0s. So it doesn't really bode well on paper for Kiljardy. But 2025 is a new year. Going into this year, I don't think many people would have had BC Peg to be beating Marine Lord based on the trajectories towards the end of the year. Same with the fact that most people were expecting Popcorn and Wham to be dominant, and they've kind of started the year with a bit of a fizzle. So what does Wham do when he feels down, when he feels like, should have done better on that EGC tournament? He comes to good old midweek musters to try and get better, get back on top. And what better way to inspire confidence in yourself than taking grand finals again? Actually, sorry to do this to him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, historically he hasn't taken any grand finals here. Yeah, kind of shocking, because I think Wham has more grand final appearances than anyone in the midweek muster history. But bar the very first edition, that was the one he won, yeah? He won, Wham won the KPMM 1. But then it ended up being a little bit awkward. He got second place, second place, second place to his bros, second place to Vortex. And I think he took a little bit of a break. Glad to have him back, though. I feel like saying all these things is probably going to have him leaving again. But we do have the second TC being gathered for now. And I think Kiljardy's just going fast Castle Pro Scouts, right? Yeah, we have the gold macro for it. But he's leaving 4 on gold with Arkan. It suggests we're going to be seeing Pro Scouts into FC. He won 2. I'm pretty sure Wham won 1. Say that 10 times. Yeah, Wham only ever won 1 of these. The very first edition. In fact, it's kind of a preview of things going rough now that I think about it. Over Christmas, we had the All-Stars event with the round robin group stage, and Wham competed reasonably well, but Poppy Pool had a rough time. Ended up losing every single series there. Maybe KPMM can predict the future. Second TC, though, is going to be on the gold. So I'm not really sure you try to block Pro Scouts here. With 2 TC, it really slows down your timing to do anything. But what you can do instead, you could just come back and shove these deer in close to his base. And then wall them off. No, just basically try to gather from them if you can get them close enough. And instead, you just focus on going castle into military wing. Kind of curious, actually, with this matchup statistically. I want to say Abbasids historically at least should be favored. More recently, I'd lean OOTD. So OOTD versus Abba, it's actually been played 100 times at the Conk rank since November. 49% win rate for Order of the Dragon. Incredibly tight between the two. Patch before that, it was actually a 16 games played with a 70% win rate for the Order of the Dragon. Kind of crazy their win rate went down. Then again, I think a lot more people have been practicing the OOTD builds and doing things kind of wild and different. Pro Scouts in. First tier, already on the way back to base. Sheep count, pretty good still. 15 compared to 22. In Pro Scout mode, I would favor OOTD, but not on this map. Oh, on this map, not sure, rather. I think on this map, I would discount the Pro Scout advantage. I'd agree on like standard Dry Arabia. I'd be like, why did we even pick Abba? But here, we've already seen it from Wham in the tournament. Done it against Sass. That was Roos versus Abba on this map. Roos, you'd assume in the current meta, is broken. This map, probably better maps to use it on, but still good. And yet he made it look quite trivial. So Killjadi is going to be leveling up. I assume we're looking at Burgrave. No, he goes full greed. So, presumably, the reason why Killjadi is going Regnits is because it's 2TC. He's assuming his opponent can't have anything to contest him. He'd actually be right. We've got some Spearmen coming out. That's not really a big threat. Burgrave just feels very nice for dictating control here, though. You could be diving into your opponent's base at an absurdly early point when they don't have any solution. Instead, it means that Wham can just spam a few spears, be annoying at first against your prelates, and then still tech himself. Because, like, what was the maths we talked about? I think it's when you have Military Academy, once you have Military Academy, Burgrave can save you about 400 resources a minute, I believe there's maths that came out. Remember that relics and regnants are worth an extra 80 gold. Just do the quick maths in your head, and you realize that you'd actually have to get the 5 relics to feel as good as Burgrave. It's crazy. Imagine rallying Gilded Men at Arms to the base now. Exactly. There's only one strategy that defends against that, and that's mass outposts. But that strategy is designed to beat off Feudal Men at Arms. It's not very good against Castle Men at Arms. At least not the Gilded ones. Killjadi, they're in the cake. We've got Gilded Knights and Archers immediately. Pretty much just countering what he sees and getting the dive point. Wham should be responding with the military wing. That'll give him an answer to the initial Gilded Knights. So not really in a panic mode just yet. 5 relics and then Swabia. Wham won't be able to do much. It's quite the assumption that you'd just be able to rush Swabia. It's got 12 sheep. It's only 2,400 food. So you'd have to make a farm transition first before you do that. The other thing that you, astute viewer, looks like 10th voice, new person here. First time chat, hopefully long time viewer. Someone you may have missed here. It's a very important piece. Do you know what it is? This guy's name is Killjadi. He does not look for greed. He looks for kills. It's in the name. He'll always look for it in the game. So, begins to look for his pressure. Gilded Knight has been seen. Scout is going to reveal that he knows. The Spearmen, you're going to need quite a few of them here, actually. I don't think this is enough. Again, Killjadi also doesn't have Undermesh. The TCs is going to hurt. And first blood should be drawn because that is a cursed Seek Shelter. You even dive past and get another one. Remember, you hit for 36 damage. Textiles is there. Smart move by Wham, so it's actually not going to be a 2-hit kill. It's going to be a very depressing 3 health left over. No, I don't think he's getting that either. Nicely microed by Wham. Yeah, so first knight goes in, only gets 1 worker kill. Not great here. The way Killjadi is going to make himself feel better is, of course, the relics. Already 1 home, second one on the way. Soon to be 4. Nilywing is 15 seconds away. The camel debuff is big here, by the way. There's not really a unit in which camels buff, or rather debuff, bigger than Gilded Knights. Because their base damage is so high, right? So 20% removal, that's the lance charge, losing 9. Your sword attacks are going to lose 7. Start to just feel like a normal knight at that stage. You're still as tanky as you always were. Just kind of ruins your ability to kill. Smart play by Wham. Straight into the crossbows. However, Killjoy has a window now. It's pretty crafty, actually. Gilded Archers against crossbows will win. Better range. On top of that, good damage. Just needs to get the veterancy queued up. Wow. Who's going to contest that? Not able to get the kill. He's going for all relics, right? Yeah. 5 relic OTD. We question whether he's going to get enough to make it worth over Burgrave. The answer is yes. And I think actually, you know, in hindsight, it makes sense for Killjoy's comp. Because he wanted to go archers plus knights, he didn't want to go men-at-arms. Burgrave only makes sense if you want to play infantry comp. I think he understood that the dive timing would be too slow. The tech up would come through and the first crossbows come out. So instead he was looking for a pressure build, which is what you get from ranged plus cavalry. Has backed up entirely though. So showing a lot of respect to the Abbasids right now. OTD is broken. I wasn't expecting to read that today. Would you care to elaborate? Do you mean as in like they're so big when they sit in a chair they break it? I'm gonna just blow the mind of male expectations in the 21st century and say bigger isn't always better. OTD feels crazy good until you spread them out wide. Exactly. And what does Age of Empires 4 often turn into? I think that's why Killjoy picked them on Frisian, by the way. Probably anticipating a defensive civ like the Abbasids, but that's awkward, right? Because what you're inviting is a later phase of the game. And Order of the Dragon kind of hate that late game when it turns into military plot because they can't go wide. The cool thing about Frisian is you don't have to. You have a corner that you camp in. So being outnumbered on raw entity count doesn't really kill you as much. Nice interception, though. That would have been the killer if it was a 5 relic game. So Killjoy at least able to deny 1. The knights are raiding in now, though, and the camels aren't in the base. No, not an ideal defense strat for Wham. But this is the trade-off logic of having 2 Gilded Knights versus 4 French Knights. I talked about it in the previous game that I'd rather have the French Knights because the French Knights here would be able to come from multiple angles. They wouldn't get kited. They'd be able to raid multiple locations, i.e. potentially finding more kills. And then on top of that, I'd be able to just corral my opponent around more. With 2 Gilded Knights, he can kite away in a direction quite easily. If I have 2 coming from each side, he's stuck. It's always the cumbersome element about Gilded Knights that's never made me really like the unit. It'll get away and you'll heal it. But, you know, that logic of I'll take it home and heal it. Think about how many times people have said that about English Abbey of Kings and Horsemen. And then in reality, it just doesn't matter because it takes too long to get them home. Even the Knights, really, is the same thing later on. You might go, well, Horseman's not really comparative to the Knights. Here, KP. Different point in the game, but still the same issue. What can you afford at the stage of this game? What's the trade-off? Yes, you're going to go Gilded Knights several minutes later than Horseman of English in that build I just talked about. Difference is you're paying quadruple the price per one of these. You feel you inspired Killjoy to play OTD? Yeah, I knew that was you. Fury Crafting, I was like, who is this? And then I saw the Imperial Age rush. I was like, ah, that is cool. Manchester now coming. Interesting choice against Mass Knights. I mean, Landsknechte are, from a statistical standpoint, overtuned. Mathematically, they're maybe a little bit stronger than they should be. Which never has been a key point of concern because Order of the Dragon don't perform well historically. Even with that overtunage, you're doing it into mass knights and mass comps of bow archers. Reminder, this is a light melee infantry. And if you just take a kind ganders over here, you might notice the archers get double damage against that, which makes you feel like a normal Landsknechte. Killjoy has to go soon. This is getting a bit rough. We've got a lot of stone gathering, so he's looking for a keep drop, presumably. The longer he waits, the worse it now gets. Wham. Oh my god. He actually is going for a very aggressive keep drop here, but the walls are already up to make this a bit awkward. Here's the catch. OOTD units are impossible to tear apart. Let's say you have 20 archers. 20 archers doing 15 damage each. If 10 of them hit, that's already going to be 150 damage. He has enough archers to insta-snipe the Landsknecht one by one. You'd have a fair point if we were looking at 20 Landsknecht. We're looking at 4. And he's going to try and build it. No! I'm just immediately commits onto the villages. Crossbowmen should be able to save him here. He's going to get the shivs out as well. And the weirder part, Wham backs away. He doesn't actually try to continue to contest that, even though he gets the melee mosh pit. But on the east side, he gets the resounding win. Kites him out, and now can look to come in for the kill. Nice, returning to the fight. Archers can target down those villages. Kiljardi, he desperately needs this. He's got enough workers to complete it. But the price is mighty high. 34 villages to 84. More sacrifices made here than you'll find in a blood ritual Dacorn. And now the immediate Siege Workshop reaction. Wham already has the answer prepped here. The gold on the eastern flank is going to have to be taken, but Kiljardi no longer has the raiders. He's got a static army and no time to really work with anymore. This game looks borderline done. What's Kiljardi's comeback? We do have a decent amount of farms. He has got 4 relics. Even when we equate the relics and the buff gathering rates, etc., like Wham's still got, what, probably 25, 30 villager lead. Because remember, he's also got the Golden Age of the Abbasids, which is bloody strong. He also has farms coming in. We're up to, what, 15 farms now. Plus, he's also securing the deer. He's securing the fish. He's got plenty of runway here. Needs to go in. The problem for Kiljardi is going Imperial Age will take 3 minutes based on the current maths. And that's presuming, like, yeah, does not produce villages. In 3 minutes, Wham could have an army, triple your size, and be coming towards your base. It's hard, man. The Trebs are already knocking. Even when he loses, what you've got to give Kiljardi credit for is he plays the game his way. Some people look at this and go, Kiljardi, I don't think you really needed that key. I don't think that really done what you think it does. It didn't really achieve what you were looking for. And even still, if he could do it all over, the only difference that Kiljardi would make is he would have pulled more villages. Unless, like, Kiljardi is going to try to stop half of that castle into Imperial play. Sacred Site's now being captured to get a little bit of gold trickle. Army is going to start diving in. It's ambitious for a guy who's basically trying to tech behind this. Those are composite bow archers. They're no joke. And remember, he hasn't got many gilded archers. So it's not like he's got that range scale armor technology to contest this. Nice. That is not the way you want to walk. This is good, though, for Kiljardi, because it means that Wham hasn't seen the real intent. He looked for the fishing. He didn't get deep enough to confirm there's no fishing at all. He doesn't know the Imperial is coming. However, Wham should be pushing out very aggressively after this. He even has a stockpile of his own building up. Credit to him, Kiljardi has dragged this a lot longer than you'd expect for a guy with 41 villages. Now, you want to say this is over, but guys, it's only a 60 villager lead. About to say, please use more than 4 villagers to build this landmark. More are being pulled. Pass the Swabian now on the way. It could be worse, guys. It could be 100 villager lead. We're like trying to annotate the thought of Kiljardi's brain here. It's pretty much what he's thinking in this game. Castle's going down, though. Guys, it's only 60 8 villagers. 69 villager lead. Nice. Perfect. Easy comeback. Oh, wait. Wham's going trade wing. Kiljadi looks like he's trying to go straight into Horseman after this. He has got a lot of Gilded Crossbowmen still. Wow. Is he just going to go for a Sacred Site win condition? That's a bit weird against Imperial just triggering here. It's giving a lot of time. It's always tricky against Gilded Crossbowmen, though. They make it so hard to actually breach. Love the fact we do have the Inspired Warriors buff, by the way. It's just... I think we've even seen HRE players revisiting this tech after Order the Dragon have proven it to be such a core component of their builds. Okay, so ways out of the hole for Kiljadi. Hand Cannoneers is pretty slick. Composite Bow Archers is going to be a problem, though. The Horseman would be the correct read. I just don't think he has the food income for it right now. It's also scary against Abbasids because their trash units are so good at countering you. It's another example also where one camel ruins you. Wow, we're really now starting to march up. Trevs are in position. We have got cannon placements coming through. Mass man going from Wham. Is he thinking of just switching immediately into adjustable crossbars? Because that's kind of vile. It's a smart play against the Gilded Crossbowmen. And this isn't a Minework build, so there's no bodkin. I.e. no way of actually killing the mangoes. Repair's at least going to slow things down a little bit. See, guys, look, I told you, it's only a 60 villager lead now. And you guys are what? He's gone from 69 to 60. Silly gooses. He's got this. Trade hasn't begun yet, right? No, because he's pop locked. He's like, whoa, 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 I need this gold. Screw this outpost. Not wasting valuable villagers repairing that crap. Uh-oh, Horseman raid though. Catches him trying for the uni switch. Spin will be enough to scare him away. I'm the one who thinks that elite horsemen just kind of look weird for the Abbasids. The layering of armor with the saddle color just looks odd, right? I would say this is the ugliest horseman in Age of Empires 4. Get back up here. Kiljadi just giving over the front of his base. Now, the positive of being so small in your economy, it means you've got lots of population to go into military. But he still needs time. Ambitious died by Wham. Gonna get mopped up. Gets a little check on how big the army is, though. Should make him think twice about committing too fast. But once again, good thing for Kiljadi. Buys vital time. We're talking about a man who has gone Imperial Age. And the only Imperial Age unit he has is the hand cannoneers that are already Imperial when you get there. His comp needs upgrades desperately. He doesn't have the university techs either. There's big issues. Already securing a lot of the gold veins on the map. There's one option left for Kiljadi. He's sneaking out unnoticed. This could be big. It's really what he needs right now. Incendiary arrows is probably going to be one of the highest priorities for him alongside biology. This is such a Kiljadi-esque way to play. No, we're saying we respect him for playing his way, the aggro way, but the hilarity as well is when that fails, it's not often you just see Kiljadi immediately wave the white flag. No, he sits there and says, you're going to have to make me GG. He's one of the most stubborn players I think we have. Look at that. Yeah, only 40 villagers down. See? We're getting there. The problem is, by the time you get there, it's going to be 40 hand cannoneers with boot camp. Okay, I'm ruining the mood now. There's hope. It may be a very small hope, but there is hope. Little spin raid here. Nicer raid from the crossbows, though. In on the farms. Wait, why is the rest of the army not reacting? So the Treb A clicked into the crossbows, but the rest of the army just didn't. In fairness, they're both losing economy. It's now only a 30 villager lead. Not hold that. We did just get the trader spawn, didn't we? Oh, no. Killjoy doesn't know. He's losing the gold. I mean, he did get enough out of this to start getting his techs. But as soon as he closes the villager count, it's back up to 40. Almost 50, in fact. Oh, dearie me. How long can a man survive under this level of pressure? It's even more worker kills. Just kind of feels like Wham is playing with his food right now. He could go Imperial Age again at this stage. Realistically, you just go adjustable crossbars in the game. You know, Wham's always like, oh, I don't like when I have to build key. Oh, I don't like when we have to build mass mangoes. He's trying to be that guy who doesn't do it. It is a bit tricky as well. Like, building mass mangoes against most civs works. Against Order of the Dragon, it feels weird. Especially in particular when they've gone and blob horsemen like this. The hand cannoneers are going to be the premium. He's conservative? No, he's Labour. If you're British, you get that joke. And we do have the spice reds now come through. Trying to weave the way out for Killjoy. He's going to have to think about raiding at some point. Just a handful of horsemen could be worth it. He's still got the spears over here after all. Like, we're reaching the stage where Wham's probably going to start scaling traders. Not for another 5 minutes at least. He's got 9k gold here. Actually, more than that, 13. We do, however... Is this the Ram shuffle? I think it is. It's Wham's Rams. Yeah, for me, the issue of Killjoy is just gold. Order of the Dragon is one of the most depressing civs to try and play without gold. We mentioned the top ones before, right? I think the top most awkward civs to try and play without gold is like French, Order of the Dragon, and Japanese. They live off of it, they thrive off of it. I probably put Japanese above OOTD, and hold on a second, speaking of Order of the Dragon, look at this fight! The horsemen get the perfect engagement! And Wham has the reactions of a 96-year-old pensioner. He does nothing. Finally realizes what's happening. Finally starts to step away. But a heavy loss for him. And Killjoy has already vomited out a new wave of horsemen. Wham's small horseman wave is at least going to make it into the back. The staging point might start to fail him a little here. Walls are continuing to be built up in the middle of the fight. Horsemen are trickling out to at least provide a front line to stop these horsemen getting on top of those vital hand cannoneers. But the Culverin is making new holes. And it feels like the holes that these hand cannoneers are going to make in some chests is just not quick enough. No. Horseman sandwich coming your way. Sounds like something that gets sold at an English supermarket, but we swear that only happened once and it was an accident. Wow, he's getting pushed back. The Sacred Site timer is still ticking, but whether it's a realistic objective now, I'm not so sure. He doesn't have a keep drop over here. He's got more hand cannoneers rallying over to this side. But what we've been seeing so far is mostly horsemen versus hand cannoneers. We've yet to really see the gunner boys of Killjoy go at Wham's backline. These things will make you melt. There is one thing missing right now for Killjoy, and that would be the prelate buff. Especially for hand cannoneers, it's huge. It's like having old gunpowder tech again. Adds in an extra, what, 7 damage to your attacks. Torch damage on these bad boys. Everything just starting to melt. If Killjoy can just wipe this hand cannon near force, the game entirely changes, but that's a big if. Culverins aren't bad at it. Their bonus against infantry. They can 2-hit, even against boot camp. Could be a valuable use of the units. Wrap around here. Wham is going to try for that backstab. It's like he's going to be a snatch one, the Culverin. Second one should be protected. Third as well. Snipe out is good from Wham, but the hand cannoneers, they're running out of front line. The horsemen are now dead. The HTs from Killjoy might be in trouble. Needs to retreat. The fact that he's made it this close, though, is unfathomable with how much control Wham had on this game. Wham should be scaling into more traders soon. Yeah, a few additional getting added in. Still plenty of gold to work with. Killjoy only has this 1.3k vein. He does have, okay, 3.6 here as well. We have got him shoreline fishing just to remain competitive instead of just lobbing additional farms right now. Currently has 44 farms, 59 food workers. It's all about the horseman vomit. Sacred Site win condition has still not been removed. In fact, it's kind of crazy he didn't try to shuffle out there. It's going wider. It's not looking good for him. We do have outposts up here as well. They have got the emplacements, so no easy raid target either. I don't know, man. I don't think you can go wide like this. Not with the keep drops. Ringing the bell. It's kind of reached that do or die, now or never moment in the game for Killjoy. What is the play? I'm really scratching my head on this. Oh. No, 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 no! Hast du Befehlchen für mich? The easiest decap you could have ever asked for! And he select all armies! I can't believe this. Is he really about to lose the game because of that? Adjustable crossbars, camel support. I mean, the fights were going to get harder, but at least there would have been an extra runway here. But now he's off the tracks. I can't believe that. Wham completely whiffed on it and didn't even register the sacred site. And then Killjoy just walks off. It's like, oh, this doesn't seem fair. Your pinging system must not work correctly. Might want to go to the local MOT and make sure everything's up to scratch. Oh my god. And in fairness to him, if he got that decap, Killjoy was beginning trade. So the game wasn't entirely over. But now, minute and a half on the clock, adjustable crossbars in 25. This is curtains. We even have keep drops now to protect, plus multiple outposts. Horsemen are going to try to raid in. Good luck with that, dog. Something tells me we ain't going home to our families. They'll break through the wall, but you and what army? Only 7 horsemen left over. I can't believe this. There was a world in which Killjoy could have the comeback of the tournament. If he just got out of his own way. Trade is now getting cut down as well. We did talk about at the start, when you have to play wide, that's where Order of the Dragon sucks. That's why in theory they look good on Frisian. Because it's quite linear until you try to do this. Trade. HTs, Artless could get pressured by the adjustable crossbars. Wham needs to change targets. He's looking at the Gilded Hand Cannoneers now. Wallops in return. And this is just too much firepower. That's going to be it. Kiljardi, he even pulls the villagers. He needs something done here. Last time, what did it only cost him? A 30 villager deficit? Yeah, that's no biggie. What's 10 more between friends? So game 1 of the semifinals will be going to Wham, but the series is already off to the type of beginning that you expect to see, that you want to see. You can only hope that it carries on this way. I can't believe Kiljardi was even this close to turning it around. Might not have seemed that close in the end, but when you consider this man was down to 34 villagers when his opponent was at, what, 90? The fact you even look up and see the counts like this, the fact that you see that this game went so many more minutes in, double time, it's crazy in itself. Kiljardi never won to be counted out, but he's out here.